So I'll delete this and start again. So still on this, the question 2, I'll still click on this window, then click on this. So you get something like this. So I'll just rename this, delete this question 2 here, and rename this to as question 2. So the question says, yes, how many diarrhea cases we have recorded under 5 years in Ethiopia in 2019? So everything is all about Ethiopia. So what we will be doing here is now, no, it is not this, it is based on country. So Ethiopia is what it said. So we'll be using country now. So just drag the country now and put it here on rows. So you will see it here. Now they said also um, 2019, right, as year. We'll also drag that of the 2019 here as well. So once we have that of Ethiopia, you can see now because we want Ethiopia alone, we're not interested in the others. So we can just click on this and type Ethiopia here. So since Ethiopia is already selected, then we can just click on this as go. So that's what we are interested in so far. Huh? You were not following what I'm doing. So let me clean it back again. So I'll just take out this, I'll delete this, I just leaving it here. Here we have just Ethiopia. I am on selecting everything here. Then enter here inside the search box and just type Ethiopia. So Ethiopia is there. Then just click OK. So this is Ethiopia. So the next thing that we also looked at is they said 2019 as well. That's the year that we're looking at also 2019. Okay, no, let's put the year up. So it's just based on the arrangement. Anything, anyhow you want to use the data or how you want to present the data easily. So the next, where do we have where do we have where they say yes, under 5 years, you can see now it's on second dimension category. So that's where we can have all age and also under 5 years. So we can come to this place now, sorry. Come back to this place again. And we have the second dimension. Let me leave it here. So you can now see Ethiopia second dimension here. And while okay, I don't want it this way. I want it up. So the reason why I want this second dimension up now is because I want to be able to filter under 5 years. Anyone that you have, any this thing that you have up, because it's here now. You know, initially I used country. The country that one actually allowed me to filter. So because it allowed me to filter, now anyone I put at the top of it, that's what will actually be displayed here if I look at the filter that I have there. So I'll put it here now. So this is where the filter will come. So once I click on this, now you can see now that only 2 is showing. Before that now, who be that now? Okay, so if I bring it down here again at the bottom, now I look at the filter now. You can see only 2019 is showing because now we have year as the top. So That is not the case now that we want. So we want that filter everything. I'd already filtered out of Ethiopia. So that of the dimension now is sorry, the second dimension is what I want. So I can just simply filter this and keep this like this. So you can now see children. Now this one again, I can click on this. Maybe children. Double click on it and see children with real. Okay, now I can just simply do it this way, where we have children with diarrhea under 5 years in 2019 in Ethiopia. You can see now the breakdown, everything, how clear it is now. So with that now, we don't have the values here. So now when we have diarrhea cases, we have values. So now I can now put values here. So this is it. This is what we have. So if I double click on this to change this, I can say total value, total diarrhea cases now in Ethiopia under the age of 5. So if you take a look at the answers there, check to see if we have those that kind of answer there. So we have 841, 841,698. That is it. So this one is clear. Okay, so that's for the number one now that we have. So it just depends on how or where you want the values or the data to be actually represented. You can see how I'm kind of manipulating it. So imagine now that I want something like this. I can just as well bring this on here. You can see how the data changed. But the other way, because of how the question came, I am only just trying to structure the data according to how the answer, the question came, just to answer it in that order. Where we have children under the age of 5 in Ethiopia in the year 2019 recorded everything like that. So that's why I had to arrange it that way as well. So the next, I'm changing this now to question 3 now. So question 3, we have compared the daily cases, the diarrhea cases between male and females in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So that's just country alone that we did. So we have just country in this case. And which of the country did they talk about? That one is DR Congo. So we just first of all filter. You can see now that because I have just this alone, let me see the other male and female cases. So if I go to the clean data, I want to just check where do we have the male and female cases there. So you can see male and female cases, we have it as first disaggregation category, yes. That's where we have it now. So I can now come over to this place now and say first disaggregation category now. So if I put it here, I just want to still buttress that point I said. You can see everything now is highlighted, but when I click on this now, because country is on top of it, that's why country is displaying the filter. But what if I want the filter now to show on this now? I put it at the top of it now. I click on this. You can see now that both